Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. I'll like to speak to Colonel R.S.N. Singh, sir. Good morning and Jai Hind, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. Jai Hind.
Sir, I'd like to ask you, you heard General Y.K. Joshi, sir, GOC Naval Command. He's a Veer Chakra from the Kargil War, sir, and he is a war hero. His unit has 2 PVCs. Also the fact that, he's extremely experienced when it comes to the Northern Command. Now, he's giving a warning to China because China is being aggressive. What else do you think India can do, apart from the fact what the GOC has said, what the Army Commander has said? What else do you think India can do to keep China at bay? Because China will, right from Doklam onwards, every year China makes an aggressive attempt to, if I may put it very bluntly, sir, steal our land. What do you think is the solution?
Now, let me begin by saying that, I think Colonel Day preceded me. He was absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. I mean, actually, he has left nothing for me to add, except that, since you have asked me, like I have always been emphasizing on a very, very simple point. Simple but very, very, important, that firstly, the country should stop calling it Indo-China border. It is Indo-Tibet border. Remember, just as in the case, you have the Indian Army deployed in Ladakh. It's the Han Chinese which are deployed in Tibet. So the degree of difficulty is much more than what our troops are facing. Actually, the fact of the matter is that, pardon me, saying so, that we have very little insights as to what is happening inside Tibet. I don't get to see on any of the, whether it is in a print media or audio-visual media, do you know anything that is happening inside? So once there is, when you don't have a peep into what is happening inside, then what happens is that you make the Chinese from 5 feet to 7 feet tall. Let's stop doing that. The second is, and again, the Chinese are here, the Chinese are there, they're constructing a bridge there, they're making a road there. They have intruded so much inside the territory. I don't know, but you are also, from the army, you know that Indian Army also doesn't sit quiet. And if we are doing something to improve our posturing, do we have to share it with the people? Or can we even afford to share it? I will only ask the people of the country, look, the quantum of forces that are there or deployed on the Indo-Tibet border, let me tell you, that not even a fly can take away a millimeter of territory. Remember in 1962 war, there were only 5 battalions in Ladakh. Today, see the quantum of forces.
Sure.
And the quantum of armor and ordnance.
No, absolutely. Sir, we have General K.K. Sinha also on the panel with us, sir. General K.K. Sinha, sir, good morning and Jai Hind to you, sir. This is Major Gaurav Arya.
Yeah, Gaurav. Good morning. Jai Hind.
Sir, my question to you is, sir, you heard the comments made by GOC Naval Command, sir, General Y.K. Joshi, and he seemed to tell both Pakistan and China that we are well prepared. You have faced against the Pakistanis in Kargil, sir. You fought a war yourselves. You faced against the Pakistanis in Kargil. I'd like to ask you, sir, this area is extremely important, Ladakh. To one side, there is Pakistan, and to the other side, there is China. How well placed are we, sir? Colonel R.S.N. Singh made a few very brilliant points and very apt points, sir. I'd like you to add on to that, please.
Yeah, Gaurav. As Eastern Ladakh is concerned, and why leave it to Eastern Ladakh? I will say right up to the Eastern Theatre, that is our Eastern Command. We are very well off. There are approximately 18, and when we say sensitive points and disputed areas, it goes to about 24 of them. in all these areas are very, very, very high, well placed. When we talk about the Ladakh, when you see the Ladakh, what has happened? When we say, Siachen, you are firmly in, absolutely. And now when you are also, that is the northern borders, when we say the northern sector, we have achieved tremendously. And what you have seen, and only one teller, what you saw in the Kailas range. Till Galwan, we were not very sure, not very sure. Military was sure. But I think, our leadership was not very sure that the way how we are going to, face the Chinese. As on today, with two battle groups, mind you, there are two battle groups in Depsang Plain, and in that area, we have got not the mirror deployment. We are much, much better off. And the fighting spirit of this. I have been, GOC of a division which had the dual role and, to go in the Chinese side. I was also a MGGS for a very long time into the Eastern Theater, in Eastern Command, looking after MGGS operations, the complete area. And I can assure you, each and every area we are, as on today, we are in a dominating position. What the, general perceptions are given, by some military thinkers also. And I congratulate, because, YK Joshi, he is an expert as the 14 Corps is concerned, as the Northern Command is concerned. He knows the Chinese very well. What he's saying, that, and this message has to go. And when the people were talking about, that dual threat, the two-front war, especially into an area of what we say, when you say the Kargil upwards, including your Siachen Glacier, Karakoram Pass, in these areas and right up to the Kailas range, they were talking about that, we have to face two armies. So what? We are much, much better off. I think, Chinese has, they have initiated this without much knowledge. Their Western theater, when they have taken this, when I say it is a funga which they have taken. When we are saying that 38,000 square kilometers of Chin is ours, and the first time, Gaurav, you will be surprised to know when this, what they are constructing a bridge on Pagangso North, that is in their area, what they're saying, and there was a rebuttal, the first time, diplomatic rebuttal, saying that this is our area. It has never happened. It never. I have not seen, and I'm a very keen, observer of China and Pakistan, and more or less I read everything. But what the Chinese are doing is with the border law coming, with the thing what is happening, especially in Arunachal Pradesh, when they are claiming 19,000 square kilometers, they very much know about it, that they can't take a single inch of that. But they are in now with, naming 15 places, including valleys, river, mountains, districts in their area. They are making a case for the legal, and this, when we talk about the modern warfare, where there are three things, they are doing it. Legally, they are trying to do it, and it may not happen tomorrow or day after. But, it may be when your children will be there, they may get a position to, claim that, and then they say exchange it. So our claim, 38,000 square kilometers, will get, in my judgment, somewhere compromised. This is the high time. In my judgment, Kailas, when we have gone, we should not have left. But we have done it, because the people are there, they understand the, strategic importance, and they have done it. We have got now better off with, both the Pagangso, because they have to vacate that area. But Sarjap 1, 2, 3, where these things are coming, which was our area, this was occupied. So Thapa Post is much behind. But when we are talking about Sarjap 1, 2, 3, we have to go for it. And mind you, we have to be very, smart. And what the chief said, demilitarization of Siachen Glacier, I think is a master stroke. And they were saying that, Pakistan has to accept it the way it is there. I think he has done the master stroke with that, and the status quo, any status quo with the Chinese, they are absolutely doing a big mistake. India, they have given opportunity, And I say
Right,
this
sir.
is an opportunity to us to make it very, very strong north of upwards of the Kailash ranges.